Another FIFA video. Today, FIFA have released objectives for the icon swaps, and if you haven't had a look at them yet, then I will run through them slightly right now. So I think they're actually in milestones, aren't they? Yeah. So obviously we also got the Bundesliga player, which is a nice little thing to be objectives and things you can do there. So obviously get some players and a nice little Bundesliga left mid, so I'll take that. It's another player to add to first owner squads. And looking at this, obviously, it's very likely that the Bundesliga players are going to go up, especially the golds, low rated kind of cards. So look out for that in terms of making coins. So I'll touch on that in a minute and the types of bids that you would be making to pick them up so that people will be obviously wanting to do these cards. Was it 5 matches, score 30 goals, scoring 15, through balls? Okay, yeah, so Bundesliga players, especially sort of high rated silvers and sort of the low end golds, will definitely be going up in price. So keep an eye on that. So that's something to look at. And then obviously there's so many objectives out at the moment, as well as obviously you want to be looking at the icon swaps for the squad battle ones, because they're the ones that kind of people don't really have the players in their club already for. So for example here, you need 11 Germans, and people will kind of just go out their way to try and get the silver requirement done at the same time, especially with the Eredivisie there as well. So if you can get Germans in the Eredivisie on bid, that's a good option to go down. If not, then you've also got Liga NOS players there. You can obviously try and bid on them as well. So what I would do, if you're looking for a sort of a trading technique, look at what's in objectives quite a lot of the time, and that will give you a good idea of what players will be going for something and where you can win a lot of players on bids. So let's get into it today and let's have a look. So obviously I mentioned the Bundesliga low sort of rated golds. I can imagine they are going up reasonably. Let's have a look at what we can pick these up for. So there's already bids on them at about 300, 400. I would imagine someone like this left back guy would be a really, really nice pickup. So if we just have a look at this guy, for example, he is going for, looks like around 1,000 coins here. Brazilian obviously as well, so he's nice. Yeah, about 950. So what I would recommend is looking at cards that look kind of OP. So for example, this guy here with 81 pace as a left back as well, and even this guy here at 71 pace. I'm sure he'll probably go for a reasonably amount of coins in terms of probably up to nearly the 1,000 mark. And obviously there is also the player picks out, so that just drives commons up anyway. So let's go and have a look at that. I think his name's Iago. Yeah, I think it's this guy here. So if we just actually look at his lowest buy now, I believe it is not. Okay, it's not 950. It was probably 1,000 then. Yeah, so we know that we can pick up this guy under, I would say, 700 coins and easily make some nice bit of profit. So what I recommend doing, finding a player like this, for example, that looks OP, especially in the common range as well. Looking at his lowest buy now, and then you can bid on a load of these at 700 coins. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for them to expire. You're making 300 coins on them, no matter when you pick them up. And so it's a nice one that you can kind of just do in the background and make some easy coins doing so. So just be careful, obviously, that you don't overbid, because sometimes it does mess up a little bit. So yeah, there's some bids on there, for example, on him. And then obviously there's obviously the icon swaps out, so you can have a look at some of them players as well. So silvers, that are German would be a good start. And obviously with all these filters that I'm kind of telling you today, go into your club and see if you've got anything that will sell at the moment, because there's a good chance they will. So let's just have a look. Looks like a lot of the Germans will be going probably for, I'm going to say, I haven't checked this by the way, around 700 coins. Okay, they're about maybe 600 coins and a little bit less than that. Perhaps. So 500 coins within, 500 coins, I would say, within the 20-minute mark. So you want to be going under sort of 350 and seeing what you can pick up there. So it looks like there's quite a few here. So if you want to bid on these at 250, some of these cards will probably go for a little bit more than you might be expecting. So if you want to get on it early as well, putting on probably 200 coin bids is probably the way to go. So yeah, get to about the minute mark here, start placing them 200 coin bids, and you might have to skip a few pages just to get in front of a few people. But once you get them bids down, you should be able to pick these cards up relatively easily for 200 coins. and then you'll be able to relist them, as I said, for 500. So basically doubling your coins on them, really, really easy, and that's one that you can definitely do. And then obviously there was the Liga NOS as well, and the reason why Silvers and Liga NOS and the Dutch League as well works obviously because they're in icon swaps, and people try to mix the requirements up. So if you just go to 800 here, see what they're going for. This is what I recommend doing. So this guy actually probably at 200 coins there. Why are they? Look at that guy actually. In fact, that guy there at 150. Let's just have a look at him. If we can pick this guy up at 150, God, yeah, literally he goes for 600-700 coins. Really, really easy pickups. So let's just lower that. Let's just go sort of 500 again. So yeah, but minimum 500, probably selling them for 600. So if you can get any bids down on these under, I'd say 300 coins, you want to be jumping on that straight away and get any cards. So many cards to bid on right now. So many cards that people aren't even looking at, which is surprising to me. That I just think they're easy pickups, easy flips, and you can be making loads of coins just doing this in the background. You know, like jumping on your mobile app or doing it in between games. And I think people have just given up a little bit of the trading, Mark. I think people have kind of got their teams they're happy with, which is better. So for us guys that kind of just want to make coins in the background, kind of want to improve our squad to where we can. Now, obviously, I do a lot of my first owner stuff, but you know, making coins is essential to me for my grind, especially through like trying to get packs for League SBCs, etc. And any sort of player that comes out, I can then use some of the profits that I make to get an SBC done, and that really does help me in terms of continuing my grind on my account. So the coins to me is really important. Even though I don't tend to sort of buy cards, so bid on a load of them. You know, you can sell them for 500 coins. See what you can do there. And then in terms of other bits and bobs, I would just say, like I hate saying to everyone, just go into objectives. So see what you need to do. See where the objectives are coming from. So what was it? What have we not looked at yet? So if you go to, for example, La Liga, do you need first owners players in this one? I haven't actually looked. So you need at least 8. Okay, so some people may have 8, but they might be looking at other cards that kind of OP but kind of match that lower rated range. So let's go and have a look at, say, gold rares in La Liga, right? Now let's try and pick out a couple of players that I recommend that you should be looking at, trying to bid on. They're kind of low rated, but perhaps are looking at being perhaps OP. And actually think off my head, I'm pretty sure Dest, 76 rated. I bet he's going for a fair amount at the moment because of that. Yeah, there you go. So he's going up at nearly 1,700 coins. Is that? I think it's at least 1,500, right? Yeah, so about 1,500 coins. So remembering OP players, if we can sell them for 1,500 coins, let's look at the lowest. Let's look at bids under 1,000. So, all right, at the moment there's not a load of them, but if you just want to place 1,000 coin bids, you might even be able to go up a little bit more. Let's just actually back out of this. Let's go to 1.2 here. Yeah, there you go. So it's a lot more filtering through now, which is really weird. I don't know why. It's a bit of a glitch, I think, with EA, but yeah, bidding on 950 there. It's a lovely little pickup if you can get that. 1,000, you're making sort of 500 coins a card here if you're doing this method. So really, really, really easy to do. And yeah, just a nice little profit earner if you pick them up. So looking at OP cards such as Des is a good one for sure. You can even go into the commons and have a look at that. So like, what was the other leagues as well? Let's just give you an example for perhaps every league of players that you can look out for. But what you're looking for is obviously pace, maybe someone with skills, good shooting, a 5-star weak foot, something like that could be a really, really nice sort of player to get. So what other ones we got here? We've got Liga and Serie A. So off of my head, I think there's a guy in Ligue 1 that is, I think his name's, is it Badu? I don't know how you spell it. Let me have a look at where he is. I know he plays for Monaco, so and I know he's Dutch as well. So let's have a look at him. Dutch striker in the Liga, and obviously gold as well. Let's have a look at his lowest buy now. Is he going for 1,000? Okay, so he is, which is quite surprising. He's got 89 pace, so him at, what's he going for, 750? You might even be able to make a little bit of coins if you're picking up at sort of 650 range. He sells for 850 by the looks of things, so if you'll be able to get him under 700 coins, you can again make a little bit of little coinage there. So yeah, you can, looks like a lot of cards here. You can kind of bid at 650 and have the opportunity to sort of make some coins on him just by flipping him on for an extra 200 coins. Again, it's just easy coins that you could be making at the moment if some of the techniques don't work. Although I'd probably say that they are a little bit less OP, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, hopefully that has given you some ideas or some trading sort of bidding tips, mass bidding opportunities that you can be doing right now. And just obviously having a background that these prices will probably be perhaps going up slightly over the next few days because of this player pick. People will be starting putting gold cards in, won't have anything left in their club, so they will obviously need to start buying, which means that inflates the price of the golds and not only the commons and the rares, I believe, because you need 3 rares and then the rest commons. So yeah, I think I'll do a few of these player picks probably eventually with my off league cards, but other than that, I don't really tend to do them that often. Really, I just don't find you're putting on 9 cards to get 180 rated card, which normally is like an 83 at best. You can get a bit of luck with them, obviously, but I think if you're doing it, you kind of want to do a trading technique alongside it. So I'll probably do an 80 plus player pick review tomorrow, but I feel like you guys know now how they kind of work and how you kind of get these for free. But if you're interested, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely do that for tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Please do subscribe as well, because we are very, very close to 400 subscribers, and we've been like that for the last month. We just haven't really gone up in subscribers, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe it's because the content hasn't quite been up to scratch with what you guys are looking for. But please do show your support and like the video as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and peace.